Hello, users. Oh shit. Okay. This is Halo and Chill, episode 6. So, today... Yo, my eyes look fucked up. Hold up. Oh shit. Okay, so today, I am in my midnight, not to be confused with the term midnight, which stands for 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. Sorry, but this is my midnight kind of like little retreat wake period. So I'm going to talk about why I'm doing that and what this is. I'm trying something called Polyphasic sleeping. In regards to and adapted for lucid dreaming. And it's pretty cool. So one of the things right now is I'm really high. I did a lot of weed last night, so my dreaming plans are probably not going to come to fruition much. That's a shame. But you know, I gotta get into the habit of waking up. Basically, it's about 3:30. And the whole idea is I wake up in the middle of the night. And when I wake up, I get up. You know, I don't just kind of like wake up and then go immediately back to sleep. This is like, I've got like a whole section of the day, you know? And that's what this series I'm going to start doing more of during this moment. Because I got some stuff to talk about. It gives me an excuse to wake up. It's like, oh, I gotta record the Halo video, so that's an excuse to wake up. Oof, that was a fucking headshot. Yeah, it gives me an excuse to wake up, and you know, even though I'm really high and my dreams aren't going to be too great right now, gotta get into the habit. But the thing about it, the idea, the thing about it, like the idea behind the lucid dreaming angle of it, is you wake up and stimulate the brain, but like you don't wake up for an extended period of time. You don't you try not to eat too much. You don't want to like do much exercise. I don't want to like drink coffee or anything like that. So I don't want to like wake up. I want to be I want to remain in like this state of drowsiness. I don't want to get up for too long. I usually would want to go back to sleep within 90 minutes. Usually the idea is I go back to sleep within 90 minutes or so. And I'm sorry, I'm a little tired right now. I'm really adapting. This is like the 3rd day, so I'm really adapting to this. But yeah, so I want to stay up for like 90 minutes, 2 hours maybe. And yeah, so the thing about it is it promotes lucid. I'm sorry, I'm really disjointed here. This is not a great episode, but just bear with me. I'm trying to do the explanation here. But yeah, the idea is that I stay up, stimulate the brain a little bit, and then go back to sleep. I don't want to stay up too long. I don't want to get like too awake. I want to remain in this like semi-drowsy kind of state, but I also want to be stimulating my brain. So that's why I want to do this series more during this time, because this gives me an excuse to kind of talk about something, kind of like get my like ideas out in the open. Maybe I'll start talking about my dreams more in this series, like if I have anything too, you know, exciting during the, you know, because I have 2 sets of dreams every night right now. That's the idea behind this, is I dream twice. Once during the first set of sleep, and then again during another set of sleep. And I'm sorry, my camera's a little wacky. Man, I am really bad at Halo. Fuck. But yeah, I do remember dreaming. I did write down some dream fragments in my journal papers, which is just a bunch of printer paper that I might staple together at some point. So yeah, I did write down some stuff. I had some, like, maybe some alien involved activities. I don't quite remember because I am really high. I did a lot of weed last night. And so, like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking blitzed. And therefore that does affect your dream recall because it affects your short-term memory. But yeah, again, it is mainly about getting into the habit. Polyphasic sleeping also allows you to get more higher quality sleep. So, like, you sleep, like, when you sleep, there's, like, different phases, right? Like, you get, like, higher quality sleep toward the end. Like, maybe some, but not, like, all the way up until you wake up. Like, you get high quality sleep up until a point. So when you sleep all at once, you'll get not so much high quality sleep for, say, 8 hours. But you can get the same quality sleep if you break it into bits with 7 hours, or maybe 6.5. So, like, for example, if I go to midnight and then wake up at 3, which I'm doing, and then stay up for about 90 minutes, and then go back to bed, I'd say around 4:30, and then wake up at like 8, I'll feel as refreshed if I, you know, basically just slept the whole way through, essentially. But now I'm getting this extra time. I can make some YouTube videos. I can, you know, I just have some extra time, ritualize it. That's what I want to do. I want to create like a ritual that I think is pretty good. You know, not anything like religious, freaky or anything, but like, you know, I wake up and I do this and it's fun and gives me something to do, and then I go back to sleep. My brain is stimulated and I dream about cool shit. That's my goal. Because I've been asleep for about 9 years of my life, which, you know, it's about a third of your life you sleep, right? So I've been asleep for about 9 years of my life. And that's bizarre. So I want to try to, like, either make that time useful going forward. That's, like, the main goal is I want to live all the time. That's my quote. I want to live all the time. And what better way to do that to combine polyphasic sleeping and lucid dreaming? Wow, I am really bad at video games. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I've tried this several times. But I used to be a live streamer, and so, like, I would never really be able to start to fit streaming around this kind of schedule. So, but now that I'm just a YouTube person, which is a lot more comfortable, I think I can do this pretty well. So this is day 3. And I do remember trying this at some point, maybe when I was 22, 21. And the thing about it, really, polyphasic sleeping is, it's really, you have to get into the habit. Like, again, this is day 3, so I'm really, really drowsy. I'm also kind of high, so, like, it's making me extra drowsy. It's making it harder for me to readapt. I'm going to try to cut back on my marijuana, to be honest, because of this, but I want to finish Halo 2 first. That's the goal. I want to finish Halo 2, and then I'll take a little bit more of a break. But, so yeah, so I'm a little drowsy, but after, like, a week or so, I remember trying it for, like, a week, and I never really got to the point where I was, like, fully used to it yet, and it wasn't difficult. And then I just said, you know, like, I'm having trouble with this, and I'm just going to try it again some other time. And now is that other time. Now, a few years later, this is the other time. But yeah, I mean, I just do YouTube now, so I can, like, record videos and then make a little bit of, like, a thing I do and then go back to sleep without worrying too much. And, you know, another thing about the lucid dreaming is this has been a kick I've been on recently. one of my things is like I've had a lot of interests in my life, well, in like various subjects, philosophically, spiritually, and so forth. And one of the things is I've never had time to do a lot of this, and so that's why I really want to do this now. Is because like I don't know if I'll have another time in my life. I don't know if like by this time next year things are going to be in my life a completely different setup and I might have like a more strict schedule. I don't know. So I feel like now's a good time to experiment with both lucid dreaming, adapting this skill, getting this skill, something I can hopefully carry into the rest of my life. And then also maybe more efficient sleeping habits. Like if I can get to a point where I can very easily and very realistically sleep only 5 to 6 hours and get the same amount of sleep that someone would normally need to sleep 7 to 8 hours for, that could be a useful life skill in the future. And that's just something that, I'm interested in as an idea. Is I want to bring out these, like, and I don't want to, like, I want to learn skills that, like, don't revolve around anything but the human brain. Like, I want to maximize the human experience in regards to how I perceive it. That's the overarching goal here. I want to be like 30 years old and be very like talented at like lucid dream experimenting or this kind of stuff, and be able to like do a lot of cool stuff in regards to it. That'd be cool. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just that'd be cool. And I've got a lot of other ideas too that I would like to flesh out, but this is my current kick. This and like health. This and health are like my current things that I'm dedicating a lot of time to. I started eating lemons, like with the peel / rind. I started eating lemons. It's actually surprisingly not as bitter as I thought it would be. Like the lemon rind, like I just chew it up and eat it, like like a little snack. Basically, I put it into my drinks, and then I let sometimes I'll put like tincture in my drink, and I'll let that soak into the lemon wedge, and then after the drink's over, like I got a little bit of lemon water out of it, Then I'll just pop out, eat the lemon wedge, and then I'm good to go. It has a lot of fiber. It's pretty healthy. Another thing is like the acid in it helps burn fat quicker, so that's like another benefit. I'm trying to pick up a lot of these habits that I can add to like my diet. All this kind of stuff that's like habits I can pull into the future and be in a good spot. Because again, like, if you've been watching a lot of my videos lately, I've got terrible habits, raised poorly on poor nutrition, poor diet, poor health. And it's taken a long time to kind of fix a lot of that, you know what I mean? There's a lot that I need to fix, and a lot that, I'm trying to fix, and it's a process. And this is something I can figure would help me fix a lot of my other problems of, like health. One of my biggest problems was eating. Like, eating disorder kind of stuff. So if I can fix that, if I can get to a very nice, somewhat strict, healthy diet, vegetarianism is helping that, then I'm good to go. That's like big life problem fixed. And then sleeping a lot, as I sleep a lot, I've been very depressed for a lot of my life, and as a result, I've slept. I remember, like, there was a couple years where I'd sleep 11, 12, 15 hours a day. And so, like, that's another thing I want to fix. I want to not waste away my prime youth, I'm having a little bit of a midlife crisis, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little babbly because I'm a little high, so I'm sorry if I say a little bit bizarre shit, but I'm also playing extraordinarily bad, like otherworldly bad. But yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, I hope these videos are going to be somewhat interesting for y'all. That's the idea, is I want this to be, you know, like a mending. As far as my YouTube channel goes, one of the biggest things that I want to do is I'm a video game person. This is one of my favorite things, is playing video games. And so I want to be able to share this to people that don't know anything about video games, that maybe have never played them or doesn't. You know, a lot of my audience right now is skewing to be older, like, you know, 40s and stuff, which is, you know, that's cool. How's it going, y'all? Welcome. But, you know, I want to be able to adapt things and have, like, I don't want to have, like, completely two, like, I play video games on my channel and I talk about politics. I want them to be kind of, like, interactive with each other. I want them to kind of both be interesting because, one, it's me. If you like the way I talk about things or explain things, you know. I want them to be both interesting in a way that, like, I can do this series. I can play video games as kind of like a busy thing, something to keep my brain occupied, something to keep me awake. And then it's like a precipice of where I can talk about a bunch of other cool stuff that maybe, you know, has nothing to do with the video game, but it's cool. So that's the idea here. But yeah, day 3 again. Once this becomes more of a ritual, once I get to the like 7-day mark, that's gonna be where I get like a good oh, whoops! I totally fucked that guy up. My bad. It's where I'm gonna get like a better understanding of how this is going to be. Like if I'm gonna be either used to it. You know, I could be used to it by that point, which is very possible. And then like everything's good to go, and I'm good, and it's just a regular thing, a part of my life that I do now. Or alternatively, I don't get used to it, and then I have to make some sort of incremental change. Maybe break up sleeping a little bit more. Like I'll have to, you know, edit the methods. You know, make it more, you know, workable, because I want this to be a long-term thing. I want this to be something that I can like either do forever or adapt in some way so that I can like do forever. If I can make it like a good sort of system where like, oh, maybe I'll sleep 3 hours and then like catch like a 2-hour nap later in the day, and that's just as fitting, and that gets me just as energized, stuff like that. I want to be able to be very creative with my sleeping habits, because one, I think it's cool. Not many people do this. Studying this stuff over the last few years, I've found that there's like a few famous fucking philosophers and artists and stuff, but it's like most people do not do this. Most people sleep once and then usually don't even get that good quality sleep that one time, and then go from there. Come on, man. And, you know, it's just, it just seems like a useful life skill. I don't really know what else to talk about. I mean, I guess I kind of summarized everything I needed to say or wanted to say or whatever. So I think we're good to go. But yeah, just like, you know, let me know what you think. If you've ever experimented with any of this stuff in your days, let me know. If you've got any sort of ideas, or if you have experimented and you have any tips or tricks, let me know. This is something I hope will, you know, be something pretty cool. I'm definitely going to go full-throated. I'm actually, you know, like I've said before, I'm feeling the best mood I've ever been in my entire life. Everything is looking up for me for like the first time literally ever. Like just ever. Like there's never been a period of time for me and where I was actually satisfied with where I'm at, and things are actually on an upward trajectory. It's always been downward. Just literally my entire life it's been downward. But this is the first time that I'm feeling on an upward trajectory. And so I really want to share a lot of this experience because I don't know if this is a once in a lifetime thing where it's like I feel pretty good right now, but then maybe something will happen and my life will go back to being garbage. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is this crap? Who knows? I don't know. Like, again, like a year from now, things could be... Oh, are you kidding me? I left... Oh my god. Usually these only last 60 seconds, but... Who knows? I could be in a year from now in a spot where, like, my life is garbage again. And I want to try to, during this period, I would love to share as much as I can because I'm at the best headspace I've ever been. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to retain it. And that's the thing. If I can... Another thing is if I can make all these new habits, it gives me a lot of new things to do. 4:04 a.m. It is 4:04 a.m. I'm upset. But if it gives me these new habits, it breaks my old habits. It forces me to live in a different way, and that's the biggest thing. Like, being a vegetarian means I can't eat a lot of unhealthy fast food anymore. Like, a lot of my favorite fast foods, burgers and all that shit, I just don't eat anymore. That's not something that I can eat because I'm a vegetarian, and that breaks that habit entirely, meaning I don't need to worry about, like, falling into, like, another eating disorder kind of situation. And I want to do that with sleeping as well. I don't want to sleep 12 hours a day because that's to the point where it's unhealthy. You know, I don't want to get into that, position of my life. I want to break that in. I want to just, like, be able to be up for more time, use my time valuably. I want to be able to start using it more efficiently. And I want to be able to do so in a way that makes me happy and satisfied and feel productive and so forth. That's the idea. I know I say that's the idea a lot, but, bear with me. This will be the last game. But yeah, a lot of it is, again, just breaking up habits and creating, maybe not, addictions, but, rituals, things that I can adhere to and stick to that help put me and keep me on a good path. Because that's what I want to be on. I want to be on, like, a very nice, good ritual routine. Everything feels good. Everything works fine. I want everything to be good. And so, I'm going to probably implement some more stuff over the next couple months. Hopefully. Again, there's a lot of other stuff I want to do. A lot of it's dietary. A lot of it is, like, I want to start, maybe, like, the lemon wedges. Like, that's something I can eat, like, a slice of lemon every day for the rest of my life. And I want to see how that goes. I want to discover an exercise routine that I can do that, like, efficient, like, time-wise. I just need to do, like, 15 minutes of certain exercise, and then I don't need to worry about anything else. That combined with, like, maybe a specific food item that I add to my diet. And I don't need to worry about, like, not getting enough running or cardio or weight training or whatever. Like, that's something I would like to do, is get, like, some sort of more adapted exercise routine. That's something I that's definitely the next, I think, project. For sure. And that one might be a little bit more difficult to work toward. But we'll see. We'll see. My diet's been going really well. My body is probably the best it's ever been, health-wise. As far as, like, my, physical understanding of myself, it's probably the best I've ever looked. I get a lot of compliments from people that have been here for a while, saying that I look good, I feel good, I'm exuberant, I'm exciting, I'm eccentric, and so forth. And, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, anything I can do to maximize the human experience. That's what we're all about here. All about maximizing what it means to be a human. And, that's all I'm here for. I hope this video has been exciting, or... That's no good. I hope you've learned something. If this is like an idea you've never heard of or something, look it up. Polyphasic sleeping. If it's something that sounds interesting to you, if you want to like learn more about it, you can do so. And if you find anything interesting, you know, let me know. So like, oh hey, I found this like tip for polyphasic, or I used to do this back in the day and this helped me, or you know, if it's like drinking a certain kind of like tea or whatever, like, but you don't want to drink coffee or anything super caffeinated. That's one thing. At least maybe you do. Maybe that is something you want to do, but I'm at this point, I'm not aware of that. So like, I'm not giving you a rule set right here. I'm just off the cuff kind of talking about all this stuff. But it's totally possible having a cup of coffee could help, like maybe a little bit, like it's like a stimulant, get me up for 60 to 90, maybe 120 minutes, and then go back to sleep. Who knows? I don't know. I would assume maybe a tea could potentially be good, but you know, just let me get, if you have any of these ideas or whatever, just hit me up. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this new format of this show. It's funny, this show started off as something where I wanted to drink coffee in the morning and stuff, and now it's getting to the point where I might never drink coffee during the show. But yeah, no, I hope you're enjoying this. It's something, you know, again, I want to do more of this content where it's like, one thing with my YouTube channel that I want is I want all of my shit to be extremely unique. Like, the way I used to see it is I used to just be a fucking video game nerd, and I used to like do speedruns, and that was like, you know, that's kind of unique, but like, it's not that unique. It's not that cool. And so now I want like Halo and Chill's a series that I want there to be no other kind of similarity to. Above it all is a series that I want there to be very little similarities to anything else. I want my style to be as unique as possible. And that's something that definitely is on my mind when it comes to these kinds of videos. Oh shit. That's funny. But yeah, I want this to be a unique experience. I want this to be stuff you can't find anywhere else. I don't want there to be any other version of me out there, you know? I want to be as far detached from everything else as possible, just because I really do want to have a unique and fun human experience. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too yuppie, I don't know, but getting a lot more spiritual as I get older. I don't, like, you know, believe in anything supernatural like a soul or anything, but I do feel more one with the earth kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. Making me feel like more like part of an ecosystem. You know, I've got a lot of depression issues, right? So it's like I used to feel very detached from society, you know? Like I don't belong, man. That kind of stuff. And I'm trying to break those ideas and trying to feel more like attuned to the earth and attuned to, like, you know, being a vegetarian kind of has been a part of that as well. Kind of like feel like more of I'm part of something like, you know, I've got like a good project, you know, I've got like, you know, like I'm trying to get to that, get a nice human experience going. And even if it only lasts me like, you know, a little bit, even if I've only got like a year or two, and then I'll go back to being a depressed loser or something, I want there to be like, you know, I can say like, oh, for a year or two I had everything figured out. Because not a lot of people can. Not a lot of people ever get to a point where they like can say like, oh yeah, they've got everything figured out. And who knows, maybe I'll not get to that point, but I'd like to try. So, I don't know, I'm getting a little rambly here. But I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this is interesting. I really do want to talk about subjects that I don't feel like get talked about that much. At least in not this fashion. You know, so if you've got any other ideas of anything else like adjacent to any of this, please let me know. But yeah, my main things right now that I want to look into are diet and exercise. Any little bits of food or drink or anything that I can consume on like a daily or semi-daily basis. Something like that that can exacerbate my idea for weight loss or my idea for body toning. Maybe help with my sleep cycles, you know, help with my mood, all of that stuff. Anything to help anything. If I can figure out a way to do it. Where are these buggers? Alright, y'all. You could turn this video off at any point now. I won that war. But yeah. This might turn into like, you know, more of a general channel update kind of series. If I am going to continue trying to do this every morning, which, again, I want to create this ritual, like a routine I can kind of adhere to, and I'm, you know, good to go kind of thing. I'm getting a lot of sticks. Come on, don't fuck this up for me. Let me win on a high note. Fuck yeah. End on a high note. Anyway, speaking of a high note, I'm gonna get back to sleep and hope my marijuana does not impact my dreams too much. I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one. And, etc. And then also, actually, just random words I'm throwing out there. Thank you.